Hi, Kevin Coop here, and this is FaceTime with the Content Guy. And yes, I'm once again out west, getting a lot better weather than my friends and family are enjoying back home. And let me tell you, I am grateful for the opportunity. So, this morning I wanted to sort of tell you a little story that has nothing to do with business. I hope you'll indulge me, because I think in its own way it's sort of important. So, a little over 20 years ago, I remember my parents decided they were going to get a house in Florida. Right, it was the first time they'd ever done that, down in Naples, for a couple of months during the winter. And one of the things they had said is, they had invited me and all my brothers and sisters at various times. I'm the oldest of 7, to come down and visit them anytime. And I was trying to figure out when I could do it and stuff. And I didn't know if I really wanted to do it. And my wife, despite the fact that we had 2 little kids at home, I can remember her looking at me and saying, "Go, they're your parents, go see your parents." So I went down for a weekend and saw them. And I have to tell you, I had the best weekend. My mom cooked me breakfast. She hadn't done that in years. We took long walks on the beach. I took them out to dinner for a change, and it was just great. It was really wonderful, and it was the kind of weekend that was magical. It ended up being even more magical because shortly after I left, my mom had the first what would end up being many incidents, and she was diagnosed with brain cancer and all sorts of other cancers, and it was really the last time I ever saw her healthy. And she died 16 years ago. So just recently, my brother Tim, who's a teacher, and basically looked at me and said, Dad's 87. We need to do a road trip. And it ended up that this particular week was a week where, I'm just going to be in Arizona giving a speech. Tim is a teacher. He's on break. And I have another brother who lives in California, and he's retired. And so what we decided to do was to take Dad to Arizona, basically for spring training. And so that's where we are right now. And it's been an amazing few days here. We're doing a couple of spring training games. I think we're going to go to Sedona. And it's really been remarkable, and not just because it's fun to go to spring training, and not just because it's fun to see things you've never done before, and it's always fun to be in nice weather, right? But it's fun to see the pure, unalloyed joy in my dad's face, because this is something we've never done before. We've never done this. I feel kind of bad that we've never done it, but he's just so happy, and I am too. And I got to be honest with you, I had to be persuaded a little bit, because there was always things I could do. There's another speech to write. There's another gig to do. There's another someplace I should be. And I really appreciate the fact that my brother Tim sort of said, we need to do this for Dad. And so here I am. The stories may be a little shorter this week. There may not be quite as many your views as there normally are. I hope you'll understand, because I have another priority this week in addition to the morning news beat. See the Coop boys are going to spring training. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this Thursday morning. As always, I'd like to hear what's on your mind.